how to build authority in your group coaching business. Because when you have authority, guys, when you have expertise and authority, people will pay you more. Okay. Your conversion rates will go up. You'll get more clients. You'll sell more books. You'll have more self-confidence. Everything is amazing when you build authority. And so today, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Here we go. There's something very important that you need to know about authority and growing a very, very profitable and abundant group coaching program. And it's this little graph. And you guys have seen me draw it before, but I'm going to draw it again. So this is a very, very important graph when it comes to selling group coaching program. Let me fill this out for you. Up here is quality. So this is high quality, which makes this bad boy down here low quality. And this is price. This is high price. This is so important, guys. This is low price. This is everything with how you're selling your coaching business, okay? Your group coaching program. Now, this is a graph. Now, over here is also high transformation and high touch. Now, don't get confused with high touch. High touch means the details are filled in before you hit $1 million on your coaching business, okay? You have to pick where you are here, okay? This is the positioning graph. Positioning graph. This is where people get it all wrong, you guys, okay? Positioning graph, basically where you and your group coaching program are in relation to others in your industry. And if it is not completely obvious to your audience where you are here in relation to others, they will not pay attention to you. Now, this is what usually happens, okay? This is like really what happens. Now, right here is really the sweet spot. High quality coaching programs, okay? High transformation, high touch, and yes, also high price. This is good for you guys because when we charge high price, guess what? High price equals revenue. Revenue. A business cannot survive without revenue. And if you don't start your first $1 million in coaching up here, marketing up here to high quality, high transformation, high touch, and high price, you will probably not make it. Or you will be very frustrated and continually be spinning your wheels, and you will continually be looking at your bank account, wondering where all the money is. Now, I already hear what you're saying because I have said this to hundreds of people, and a big majority of the time, this is what they say to me. I know what you're saying in your head already. You're saying, but Lindsey, I want to sell down here, okay? I want to sell at a lower price. I want to sell a membership at $49, or I want to sell a coaching program at $250, okay? And like, that's where I prefer to sell. And you know why they'd say that? They say it for this reason. Listen up, you guys, because I've got your number. They say this, Lindsey, I want to sell at a lower price because I want to create impact. I do not want any barriers to entry to my transformational information, and so I must sell at a lower cost. Well, I understand impact. I am with you. My entire goal, my entire life is about how many people I can create impact for, how many people I can help build abundant and amazing coaching businesses. Trust me, I also want to make an impact, but this is where it's at. You have to wait to make an impact. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but you have to wait. You cannot start with impact because you do not have enough of an audience, enough of a roadway, or enough of anything to both sell a $49 membership and a $4,000 coaching program or a $10,000 coaching program or wherever you are in this top quadrant. You don't have the audience for it. This is how Your coaching business will go through 4 phases, and you got to wrap your brain around this. I'm about to save you years and wrinkles and gray hairs. Are you ready? These are the 4 phases of your coaching business, and this is okay. Are you ready for this? Okay, number 1, you're going to go through, where do I want to write this? I want to write it. Can you see it here? I'm going to get rid of this really ugly positioning graph because we're definitely going to come back here. So 4 phases of your coaching business. Ready? Phase 1, revenue phase. You have to start with a revenue phase. I hear you. I'm not about money. I don't care about money. I just want to make an impact. Me too. But you will not be able to make an impact unless you have revenue. Okay? So your first goal in your coaching business has got to be revenue. Otherwise, you will have no money and you will have to go back to that full-time job that I know you do not want to go back to. So you got to focus on revenue. Once you have enough revenue coming in, then you can focus on phase 2, which is everyone's favorite phase, impact. Once you start making revenue, which this is the revenue quadrant, guys, it just is, because I only have to clearly communicate my value proposition to my audience and find 10 perfect clients to help me in my revenue phase versus hundreds down here. Okay? You just don't have the audience for it until after the revenue phase. Your second goal can be impact. That's when we're like, I am making enough money in my coaching business now. I can go make an impact because I have money to scale, to share. I'm systemized. I have time. I can then go and create an impact. Okay? Then the next phase is going to be the freedom phase. This is where you are going to have more time, more money, more freedom, more impact. Your life is going to be whatever you want it to be at this point. And you're going to be, it's all about you and what you want to do and how you make the best impact and how you show up in the best way. And this is all about cashing in on being dedicated and disciplined enough to go through these 2 phases. Then you're going to get your payout in the freedom phase because your life is going to be pretty freaking sweet. Then you're going to have the legacy phase. And the legacy phase is what does this look like when I'm gone? Who can I pass this on to? What kind of impact can I make in this world for the long freaking term? And that's when we get to the legacy phase. So most people that I coach, most people that show up for Grow Your Group Coaching Program Thursday are in the revenue and impact phase. Okay. If you are not making $1 million in your coaching business, if you go to your bank account and it is empty and you can't count on revenue from your coaching business, you are in the revenue phase and you definitely need to be talking to these people. The question is, well, Lindsey, how do we sell up in this upper right-hand quadrant? How? Well, first of all, you have to have expertise and authority. You need authority. If you coach with me, you know I talk about expertise and authority. Authority and expertise. The people in this quadrant, the people who are willing to pay high quality for high transformation and high touch and high price, those perfect, amazing coaching clients that come to you and they're your perfect client and they will pay you and you won't be on the phone with them and they will not be saying, I can't afford you, okay? They're up here and they are all about authority and expertise. So it is essential. It is essential that every time you show up online, every time you have a message, every time you are showing up to market, you are marketing to these guys, you are relevant to these guys, and you are showing up as an authority and an expert. Okay, so how do we do that? Now, there's a lot of ways to build authority. Let's go over them. Trust triggers. You got to build trust and authority, okay? Trust, authority, and expertise. How do you do that online? How do you do that to people who don't know you? Well, there's a couple ways. Number 1, testimonials. This is something you have to remember. Most people don't believe anything you say, Okay. If I'm up here saying, hey guys, I'm an expert, believe me, I'm an expert. Yeah, that might go like this far. But the second CW writes, Lindsey is awesome, like you guys are definitely going to listen to him way more than you're going to listen to me, right? My awesomeness is times 10 because CW said it and not me. So testimonials, other people talking about you, as much as you can do that, you have to spread those around. Number 2, influencer endorsements. You get a big fat influencer, okay? Somebody who has a lot of followers, somebody who has some clout to say how awesome you are. Now, CW is CW is awesome, but if he had, 100,000 Instagram followers, that would probably go way farther as well. No shade to you, CW, okay? An influencer telling people that you are awesome is awesome. Plus, that influencer will tell their audience how awesome you are, and that goes a really long way. Next up, reviews. Every time you end a coaching engagement with a client, send them either like a Google, like go to Google and leave me a review, go to Facebook and leave me a review. Tell them to leave you a review somewhere online. Anywhere, because when it shows up like on a third party online place, it's totally credible. So figure out where you want people to go leave you an online review and ask them to do that after every single engagement. Next up, industry awards. When you're building expertise and authority, those awards do go a long way. Look at mine right over here. Know what I'm saying? Okay. An award from your industry will immediately tell those people in the top right-hand quadrant, this person must know what they're doing. They take themselves seriously, and I want to deal with an expert. Okay. The final trust trigger, and to me, the most powerful one, the one that at a glance, no one has to read, is the most powerful. I put it on landing pages that is really when I have one-on-one clients, I do this for them because of the power, and that is media placement. Why authority? Conversion rates. If you don't know what that is, that is how many people are actually interacting with you and enrolling into your group coaching program. You really need to be focused on these, okay? Because right now in 2022, conversion rates are down. People come into your webinar, used to be 20%, now only 10% of people will come, and even a lower percentage of those people will convert. So it's in your best interest to do everything you can to increase those conversion rates, and this will do it. Number 2, traffic. When you write a story in the media and it's featured on 100 plus media outlets, you get traffic to your website, and the more traffic, right? High quality traffic coming off a good story, the more options you have for enrolling more clients, okay? More eyeballs. Next up, books sold. Now, I'm a best-selling author on Amazon. I've sold my book almost 100,000 copies, okay? Digital and in hardcover. Now, when I did my media placement, okay, I sold a ton of books. So if you're a bookseller or a podcaster, being featured in the media will definitely help those amazing marketing situations that you got going on here. Okay, next up. Oh, I love this one. Raised my prices. We're talking top right-hand quadrant, guys. Okay, you have to raise your prices. And I know that's scary. And I know that's like really, it's the one thing that really holds people back is this pricing situation when you're selling transformational coaching, because you're heart-based. You're like, I just want to help you. I just want to change your life for the best. I hate to ask for money for it because it's like a pure intent, but you have to raise your price. It's the best for you. It's the best for them. It's the best all around, because if they are not paying you, they will not pay attention to you. That's just the way it goes. So you have to raise your price. And when you're featured in the media and you do these trust triggers, you can definitely do that. And one of the reasons why you can raise your price is a little bonus called confidence. I remember when I got featured in the media, okay, I got my report back And I went to those websites, and when I saw my name in the media, right, with all these icons, and I was like, okay, okay, yes. Like for me, it definitely helped me become more of an expert, show up in my expertise, have more self confidence. So all of a sudden, I'm showing up in a bigger way because I got those icons backing me. Know what I mean? Next up, SEO, which means like more good news for Google. So when media sites link to your website, that tells Google, hey, this site is actually serious. And so Google likes your website even more. All right. I know there's so many benefits. Ready? Speaking. Who here is a speaker or wants to speak? I'm pretty sure most of the people that I attract want to speak more. When you are featured in the media, you can definitely get more speaking gigs, more clients, but this list is so long, I can't even write it all out because it is so impactful for your business. You have to understand this expertise and authority thing because that is how you sell top right-hand quadrant. All right. So finally, and I think my favorite of all, and I'm going to write it in pink because it's my last point and I want it to be super sexy on this board. I'm just going to make some room here. Are you ready for it? CW, so glad you're here. It's street cred. Who doesn't want some street cred? When you got some street cred that, oh, I'm not the only person that thinks this person knows what they're saying. This media outlet actually does. Suddenly, you're way cooler on the street. Does that make sense? Speaking, CW. Yeah, we all want to we want to speak more because we want to go into that impact phase. And so remember the trust triggers, you guys. Remember to show up in your authority and remember to market to those people in the top right-hand quadrant until you are creating revenue for your coaching business. And then you can create impact. And then you can have freedom. And then you can have legacy. But you have to have the foundation of strong revenue that you can count on in and out every single day.